Like a Arar type of guy. Hello? Hey guys. Oh my god. I'm way more nervous than I thought I was gonna be. Wow. Hey. Hi guys. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh guys, this is oh, I was not ready. I was not ready for the amount of fear that comes with this. No, don't laugh. I didn't know that there would be this much pressure. Oh my goodness. I'm like scared. I'm shaking, but you won't be able to tell. Okay, because I have now made it to a new plane. I know you have to have questions. Some of you have to have questions. If you've been here before, you know me as the Meat Man. And now I've cast aside my flesh. I've given way to the namesake of Arar VT. And I've invoked the true power of the goat. And you have to be curious. You have to wonder. How did I keep this a secret, man? I am such a blabberer. But I promise you, I have fought so hard to get this far. And I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been like looking forward to this day. I've been writing it on my little calendar that doesn't exist, but in my mind it does. And I've been working with a lot of people to make this happen. And I really, really hope that you guys enjoy it. And I know that you're going to have questions, and I will be so happy to answer them all. But first, let me welcome you to the brand new and very much improved chatting screen. Hey guys. Oh god. Check it out, man. Isn't this awesome? Dude, Yuzi was the one that did this, and it looks fantastic. Isn't this amazing? I'm actually thrilled with this. Get used to it, because this is the new resting place of the goat. Well, resting place sounds like I'm dying. I'm not dying. I'm fine. But trust me, it's going to be a very cozy place. I promise. You're going to like this. Now, I've been thinking for a while, right? And I think that this is probably something that most VTubers probably approach at some point in the process of the debut. I've been thinking, how do I do this? How do I present the model? How do I show you my form? And I can't figure it out. I don't know. I don't know the way. I've tried different things. I've walked through so many trials. I've made little videos of myself to show off the way that it works. And I think what I've learned, maybe it's just because of the way the model works, but I think what I've learned is that the traditional way of presentation is just not going to do it. It's just not going to do it. I can't just give you guys my little feet. I can't do it. It's not going to be feet first. I can't. I think the only way to do this... Don't be sad. Don't be sad that you don't get the feet first. Listen, the only way that this is gonna work is if we just dive right in, okay? I want to hear excitement. I want to hear joy. I want you guys to say, "Oh yeah!" Like I want you to give it from your boing loings. I want the real power. Only then will you get the true vision of the goat. Do you feel it? Do you feel the lightning in the air? Do you feel the power? I am just off screen. I'm just standing here behind like a curtain, waiting for you to clap, waiting for the audience to let me in the door. I have one more piece of information to reveal before I show you what we've done. And I think that this is probably the biggest point of pride for me. And you guys are gonna like this, or maybe you're gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna edge you just a little longer. I promise you, I rigged this model myself. I learned to rig for this model. I did it myself. I had to kind of figure out how it worked. I didn't really understand how VTubers functioned, you know, being a meat man myself. And so I took it upon myself to study and learn. And I worked on this over the course of a couple months, which I think is actually pretty good, given, you know, how complex the model is. But I feel pretty good about it, right? All right. This is it. This is your moment. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm not. Oh, I'm so nervous. All right, here we go. Oh, man, this was so much effort. This was so much work. Oh, I'm ready. Are you? I'm going to start from the top. Let's do this. I'm nervous. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why don't you guys seem happy anymore? Wait, what's wrong? Hey guys, it's me. I've made it. I'm here. It's the GOAT. It's the guy you've been waiting on. What do you think? Do you like it? Check me out. Let's check out this model, huh? Wait. Okay, all right, let's go to the feet. All right, so let's take a good look. These are these are my nice Vans walking shoes. Custom made, I think. I don't know. I think I just bought them. I gave the model a couple tattoos a couple years ago, actually. Been working on this one for a while. Let's keep working. I'm not taking my shoes off. No.
When I fucking get you.
No. Listen, this is my real model. What's wrong? What do you mean? Do you guys like it or what? I put so much effort into this. I don't understand. I promise you've never seen a model this good.
It's beautiful. Everything I could have hoped.
Yes. Oh, yes, it's perfect, isn't it? Yes. I knew that the only way to capture the true essence of the GOAT was to bring the real GOAT in and show you what good rigging is all about. That's right. That's what this is. I really did actually spend a lot of time on this nightmare creature. Can you wink? Oh, yeah. Do you like that? Is that working for you? Do you like it? You don't seem to really like the wink very much. I did spend a lot of time on that, you know. Like, you don't understand. Eyebrows are hard, but eyes closing when you don't have, you know, like movable eyelids, I don't think you guys understand. This is not a simple little thing. This is actually a pretty complex piece of machinery. No. This isn't throwaway. This is the new me. It's original. Now, I do know a little bit about how VTubing works, and I know that the next step to showing off my model is to give you a little bit of insight on who I am, because a lot of you guys probably don't know who I am. So I want to give you a little introduction to me as a person, and a little bit of the lore of the character, because I think you would actually like that quite a bit. Yes! All right, baby, let's get in there. Let's do this. Oh. Kind of just dark in here. Huh. I'll just hang out down here, I guess. Oh. Well, I mean, here it is. I guess I'll I mean, I guess I'll read it if it's here. Hey guys, welcome to my VTuber debut, 2D, live, and in charge. Listen, I'd like to address something before we begin, and I think that this is probably the most important thing. I am surrounded by incredibly talented VTubers, people that know how to really put on a show, that know how to entertain, that know how to put their heart into what they're doing, and I don't want you to see this, whatever this is, I don't want you to see this and think that I am making fun of those people. This is more like a love letter. This is my request, my invitation, or, well, my reverse invitation. I'm inviting myself, I guess, into the party that is VTubing. This is my way of requesting access to the VTuber VIP lounge because I want to fit in with all of my friends. Without further ado, welcome to my debut. My name is Arar. You can pronounce that Arar. I hear some people call me like Arar or Arar or Arar, and you know what? All of those are probably fine, but I won't answer you if I don't want to. I'm 26 years old. I had to check my license to be sure of that. And my birthday is September 13th. That's pretty cool. My favorite color is orange, but that's like a big controversy for me. I've actually been really fighting this whole like purple allegation. I'm not really sure where I stand on it, but I chose to accept orange for today. But really, I think all colors are equal and beautiful, and they all matter. So you could say my favorite color is orange, but I think every color is beautiful. I think at this point, you likely have one very important question because you knew that this was coming. You probably want to know about my lore and really the inspiration for the model. You see the age, you see, you know, the favorite color, you're seeing these things that are essential components of who I am, right? But you probably don't know very much about who I am or like where I'm from or what it is. So let's just get into it. I am a man. I'm a human man. So that one might have been a surprise. Well, I mean, you know, it could have been misleading. If you didn't know, you would have thought I was a goat. And that's why I had to include this. Up until now, you probably thought I was a goat. And I think we need to be clear here. I'm a human man. Well, now that you know more about me, let's get to know you. Because what would I be without you, right? This is you. The goats. Now that's where the goat's hiding. That's you guys. Take a look around you. Look to the person on your left. Look to the person on your right. Yes, that's right. You're all goats. You guys, you're the goat. Yes. Take a little gander. While I might be the goat, you guys are the goats. And that's my little mascot, whose name is Goat. Or goat in other languages. Some people would say goat. I often say goat myself. That's right. You know, stretch your legs a little. Wait, clap for yourself. Give a little round of applause. A little look around. I've actually got a lot of little emotes, and I've been preparing the stream up until now, so that you guys could celebrate each other and have a nice little personal representation of yourself. And now I know, and let's just be honest, it's probably a little weird to not have emotes of me. And it's a little bit, you know, it's on you guys to represent yourselves. I know that that's, you know, not as traditional, and with a model as nice as mine, I mean, you know. But I thought I'd be a little humble, right? And I gave myself one emote, just one. And it looks like you guys found it. Yes, very good. Just a single one. I think that's fair, right? Let's move on. Now that we know you, Let's kind of get into who I am a little bit. You know my lore, but I guess that doesn't really tell you everything. And I see all of the other VTubers out here in the VTubing community, of which I'm deeply part of, as we all know. I see a lot of them presenting their very, very cool hobbies, like fighting in space and being like druids and doing really incredible things that are unfathomable to a meat man. But I'm no meat man anymore. As you can see, I am a well, I am. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I guess I am. Wait, hang on. Oh, I guess I'm just a human man. Well, okay. I'm digital. I'm digital meat man. I'm like one of those phishing emails that you get, where it says like if you send me $10,000, I'll give you $1 million back. That's me. I'm that guy. Kind of. Is there a glasses toggle? No, I can't see. Well, actually, this is a good point. Most of you that have met me in the flesh know that I need corrective lenses to see. I realized pretty quickly how much of a hindrance that would be. And if I was going to improve myself and turn myself digital and become this amazing feature of the internet, I would probably want to not have, vision issues. Like, why would I choose to have bad eyesight? You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like, I thought about that for a while. I was like, why would I have bad eyesight? I can just have good eyesight. I mean, I could have given myself like goat horns. I could have given myself like flamethrower breath. That would have been cool. Instead, I turned myself into a cardboard cutout and I remind myself of Matt Pat. All right. This one you had to know. This is probably what I'll call my number one hobby. This is like the top of the list. This is number one, baby. Cooking. You know this about me. Well, you might not. This might be your first time. Oh man, if it is. You just wait till you see what I look like when I'm not on my VTuber model. Completely different. Yes, check it out, man. I got this slide together. I sourced some of my favorite pictures, and I realized that there's not a single thing other than the Among Us pie that I made here on stream. Every one of these images is from like after stream. I was looking for good pictures. I, for some reason, never take good pictures during my cooking streams, but I do really great cooking streams. Usually on Mondays, if you guys are unfamiliar. I like to get in the kitchen and make something really cool and educate you guys on how to do it, because education is one of my greatest passions, and cooking is one of my favorite fashions, and I have a passion for fashion. So it's kind of like a mutually beneficial relationship. I'm kind of on a bit of a journey with this as well. I want to become really, really good. Like, really, really good? I want to get to the point that I inspire others to cook. And recently, we've taken on a bit of a community experiment. Last week, we worked out of the Stardew Valley cookbook that I stole from Kumi, right off her desk. Just took it. I think we've decided to work on cooking together as a community. So now that I'm doing cooking streams pretty regularly, you guys can also join me. Here very soon in the Discord, I'm going to be opening up a new channel for our community cookbook nights, where I will stream a recipe that you guys have had access to for about a week. You have time to get the ingredients, and we can all cook together, which I think is just going to be really incredible. It's something I've been looking forward to for quite some time, and I think it's a really great idea. All right, next up. Check this out. Yeah, that's right, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is my real passion. So I know there's a bit of a weird rift here. You can see what looks to be like real life human man, and you're right. That's my real meat on your screen right there. not so subtle, but check out how amazing my back looks. Kind of feeling good about that. This is just to pad my ego. Just so you know, that's all this is for. So I'm a little guy actually. And I've been skinny my whole life, and I've recently, about 6 months ago, got really addicted to the gym. So I spend at least 3 to 4 days out of the week going to the gym, getting big, getting buff. And it's something that I really love, man. Fitness is like my favorite. I really, really love fitness. You know what I mean? Fitness dick. Okay, all right, let's just keep going. I'm really strong. I'm very strong. As you can see, like, check this out. You see this? You know what this is from? Adamantium that I bend with my bare hands. Yeah, you know. I don't really like this photo of myself. I kind of look like I'm going to, like, insult you on the way to, like, Pilates or something. I don't really know why I look like this. I kind of look like a freak. But at the same time, I look fly as hell, so I had to include it. This is me without my shirt on. I think everybody's seen that at least once or twice. So let's just keep this thing going. I need to take a little sip of my drink, and I am unfortunately I have to unhinge my jaw to suck out of a straw. There's no other way. So if you ever see me just staring at the wall with my mouth as wide as it can possibly go, it's not because I'm about to eat cardboard or something. It's because I'm sucking on a straw, okay? Oh, dude, okay. This is the part we all relate to, right? This is number one. This is the everybody experience, right? Video games, baby! I wanted to include a couple of my, like, real interests and talk about some of them that aren't on this list, because I imagine you guys probably play video games, right? Some of you have to play video games. It's not just me, right? I kind of border on this really weird experience of both wanting to play games all the time and also wanting to just sit around and talk for hours. And I sit somewhere in between. So let's talk about number 2 on the list, Chicken Jockey. This is not gonna age well. They're gonna have some horrible thing happen with the Minecraft movie. Somebody's gonna go back and look at me saying Chicken Jockey, and I'm gonna get destroyed. Ain't no way this dude didn't put Yoshi's Island. I told you I played that game as a kid. I didn't tell you that I loved that game and that it's better than Elden Ring, which, I hate to tell you, nothing is. Elden Ring is my number 1 game. I'd like to at least get a gauge. Dude, did I have like a good take on this one? I feel like I named the best games that have ever happened. Does anybody actually think that there's better games than these 3? Okay, and I will accept that the third one on the list is very biased. Pokemon Emerald's like my childhood experience. That's my number 1, right? But is it the best game? I don't really know about that. You know what I mean? You guys have some interesting takes. Hollow Knight, chess. You think chess is one of the top 3 games of all time? I don't know if I want to agree or disagree. You ever seen Chess 2? Oh, okay. All right. No, fair. No, fair, guys, fair. Mario Party, Warframe, Hypnospace, Peggle 2. Okay, all right. So you guys seem to think that you have a better opinion than I do. Well, I think you're wrong, and I think I'm right. And since I'm, Johnny Television, you can't say it out loud. It's just I'm correct. So that's cool. You guys play your little nerd game, chess, and I'll play my big brain game, checkers. Or Elden Ring, not checkers. Dude, I've played a lot of these games on stream, but I've never played Pokemon Emerald. Hey! You keep your ass tight, okay? I don't want to hear that. I haven't played Emerald on stream, but I have played Elden Ring and Minecraft, and I intend to kind of get back into those. We recently got into doing crowd control Minecraft, which I think is like the most difficult thing I've ever done on stream, but I recently learned, and maybe you guys will be excited, we'll call this an announcement. I recently learned that there is an Elden Ring crowd control mod, and we can do it in that game. So I want to do that. I want to make that a stream that we do here soon. I want to try and get through that game with crowd control, which sounds impossibly hard. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I thought I'd be able to beat Minecraft in like 16 minutes, and you guys made sure that wasn't true, but I really do believe that I could do it with Elden Ring. I am, of course, one of the very few people in the world to beat Elden Ring under 100 deaths. Okay, I know some people do it without getting hit ever, but I have done it under 100 deaths, and that's pretty good. You know, it took me like what, 6 tries for Millennia? You gotta be pretty impressed. That's pretty good if you ask me. I made sure I fought all the bosses. We don't include the DLC. The DLC doesn't count. All the bosses that are the ones that matter. And other than that, it was a pretty good time. Minecraft is a little bit harder. Because you can't really like beat Minecraft. Quit talking about Radon, okay? That's not even important. That's not important. We don't count any of that. That's not real. That's just like a fever dream, okay? I'll get a second job just to kill you right before you kill Radon. Is that what it's gonna be like? What build? Strength build. Pure strength. Nothing else. That's not true. Actually, it is true. That's actually completely true. It was strength. I use the Great Stars mace. You know, there's a mace that you get in the Altus Plateau, north of the Broken Bridge. You know that valley area at the top of the Altus Plateau? There's like a big bridge that you can cross, but it's like broken down, so you have to go through like the little foggy wood area. And then if you go over the wood area, you get to the other side. There's like the Windmill Village. If you just go to the left, there's a cart being drawn by some trolls. You get that cart open, you get Great Stars. And in that weapon is, in my opinion, the greatest ability in Elden Ring. It heals you when you hit enemies, and it bleeds, and it scales with strength. It's very, very good. And when you get to the higher levels and you don't know what to do with your points, you get some arcane, boom. Ooh, so good. I could talk about this for days, baby. That's like my favorite game. I know a little bit too much about Elden Ring, and I'm really just gonna... Did anyone ask in chat how we got the... All right, buddy. Okay, let's just move on to being not interesting. I also do cosplay. Yeah, that's right, baby. Your very favorite VTuber on television also does real life cosplay. Working from left to right, do you know who that is on the left? Do you know who that is? I think you know. No, it's not Big Daddy. I mean, it is Big Daddy. But you know. That's right. It's Jim Carrey. Thank you. Yes, that's Jim Carrey, baby. It's not Sporticus. That's crazy. It's not Sporticus. No. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Oh, it's my birthday. I was born today. I just realized that. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, pal. Appreciate that one. No, it's you buffoons. You bunch of doofuses. It's Dr. Eggman, right? Come on. I even made sure to include the album cover that he's from in the background. So I got Dr. Eggman back there. Working in the middle. Who do you see in the middle? Who's that guy? We know that one, right? You know what that is, right? Who's Sporticus? He's that dude that wears clothing that makes you think he's like an airplane. It's blue, and he does all sorts of handstands and jumps and stuff. That's not yet. Well, yes, that's Momo. Yes, we see Momo. Yes, it's Momo. Yes. But who am I dressed as? No, not Summer Soldier. No. No. Who's the guy in the middle? Come on, you know who this is. It's not Germa. It's not Soldier TF2. What's happening? Spring Sailor? It's not Soldier TF2. What is this? It's not that. It's not Spring Warrior. It's not me. No. No. It's The Winter Soldier. Come on, it's like uncanny. You have to be kidding me. It's obvious. Christmas Crusader. I hate you. I hate all of you. It's Winter Soldier. It's Bucky, right? Bucky. No, it's not Black Panther. All right? It's not Bucky's, no. Okay. It's supposed to be the Winter Soldier from Avengers Marvel Superstars. I don't really know what the game's called, but it's from that, okay? Can we go to Bucky's? Yeah, man. Let's do Bucky's. I do want to actually talk about something real quick. You guys might have been asking for some toggles for this model. I realize that I never really commented on that. So in rigging this model myself, I had to use the Live 2D rigging software for the very first time. And what you might not know is that there's a paid version and there's a free version. The paid version allows you to do a ton of things, tons and tons of stuff. Well, I didn't pay. I did it all for free, which is pretty incredible. And just to show you guys how much effort I put into this, after we get through our slides, I actually wanted to show you guys how I rigged the model. If you're interested, if you're into that, I would like to show you if I could, just maybe teach you guys how it works, because honestly, it's a pretty cool process, and I think a lot of folks could have a bit of an enjoyment from that, right? We're paying with our sanity. I worked hard for this. I worked very hard for this. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. No, I don't even care anymore. Anyway, you got the first one right, you got the second one wrong, but you have to know the third one. Who's number 3? Who is this? Who's the third one on the list? Who's that? This has got to be the easiest one. It's not Legolas. No, it's not Dobby. It's not Dobby. It's not Dobby. It's not Dobby. No, it's not. No. No, take that off the list. It's not the Green Goblin. It's not Dobby. It's not Voldemort. It's none of these things. No. It's not Dobby. No, it's Kumi. It's my roommate Kumi. Oh my God. What do you mean? It's not Dobby. Why does everybody say Dobby? It doesn't even look like Dobby. It is Lord Voldemort. It's Kumi. It's Kumi. It is not Dobby. Okay? It's not Big Daddy. It's Kumi. That's my roommate. She was the second person that I cosplayed. I warmed up with the Winter Soldier, you know what I mean? But I wanted to start my VTubing career by kind of like becoming the flesh that inspired me. So I dressed up as Kumi to like see what it's like to be a VTuber. I'm starting to think about like how horrific what I just said was, and it honestly just disturbed me. I don't want you to think like I made a skinwalker version of Kumi to satisfy myself into thinking that I am a VTuber. Okay, I was trying to be cool. It's not Dobby. Okay, why did you all vote Dobby on the poll? I work every day. I work 14 hours a day in the coal mines. I work hard every day so that I can be here for you, so that I can, waggle my eyebrows and I can blink my little weird butthole eyes and I can smile just so you can say that I look like Dobby. Is that fair to me? Is that really fair? Because I don't think it is. I think this isn't fair at all. I think I worked hard for this, and you guys don't appreciate it. It's not Dobby, okay? And I need you guys to respect. You need to respect the artist, okay? You need to respect me. I've worked hard for this. All right. I plan to do more cosplays in the future. I want to work with a couple of different VTubers. I hope that now that I'm in the VTuber scene, I can make a couple more friends and I can request to do a cosplay of them. They're all gonna say no, but I'm probably still gonna ask. Make sure to drop your favorite VTuber in the chat so that I can go pester them and ask them if I can be them made out of flesh. Actually, that sounds like a bad idea. I don't want to be, oh, Vi, hey! Hey, Vi, what's happening? Can I dress up like you and walk around my room? Is that something you're into? Can I do that? It's a really good opportunity. Yes? Oh, good. Good. Perfect. Perfect. We can do it. I would love for you to be my first cosplayer. That's it. That's my spot. That's what I'll do. I'm going to be everybody's first cosplayer. That's genius. You know what? It's going to go on everybody's Wikipedia page. No, it's going to go on my Wikipedia page. It's just going to say the first cosplayer. I'm so smart. I am a genius. You know, I was worried that the incredible intellect that was required to make a model such as mine would make everything else I did seem a little dull. But now that we're in this moment, I'm feeling like this is just the beginning. You know, I thought I was at the summit of the mountain. I think I'm at the bottom. I think it's only up from here. Yeah. Can you get the Emma Frost cosplay going? Dude, if I had legs like that, do you think I'd be doing this? If I was built like that, do you think I would be here? No. No, I wouldn't. I'd be driving a Maserati. I wouldn't be getting groceries, they'd be delivered to me. You think I'd cook? No. I'd be killing it, man. I'd be living the best life I've ever had. If you think that that's what I would do, you're wrong. I'd love to be cosplayed by our one and only cardboard VTuber. Cardboard VTuber. Oh boy, it's a good one. Oh, great. Yeah, guys, it's me, your favorite piece of cardboard flapping in the wind. Arar, if I wore a slightly beige flamingo polo, would that be your first cosplay? Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I think so. You guys can cosplay as me. Oh, man. Gotta go grab something to eat, but I'm gonna be here lurking. Thanks, Vi. I really appreciate you. I really hope everybody had a chance to follow you, because Vi is gonna be doing her own not cosplay. Oh my god, her own debut in 7 days, right? 7 days exactly, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think you should definitely follow Viola, because if not, it's gonna be a real problem. I'll come to your house and I'll eat you. I'll drink your blood like tomato soup. More threatening when you look at me. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at me, there's like a chance that I might actually do it. I mean, I don't know. I think that that's about all I've got for cosplay. Let's move on to the next interest of mine. Cats, baby. Check these guys out. These are my cats. I love them. I only included the best photos, but I had to include this Winston licking peanut butter video that I take every single night, because I give him peanut butter all the time, and he loves it. I wish you could hear the little sound, though. It's like the cutest thing ever. But starting from the middle bottom is Momo. Momo is... I scrolled ahead. Momo is my senior cat, according to the vet, which really pissed me off. She's 4. Yeah. I don't want to get into how like angry it makes me that they called my cat senior. But this is my baby. She is very loud. If you like poke her back, she screams. And she does lick like a maniac. If you stick your finger in front of her, she will lick it, and it is really cute. She's my favorite cat. All right, on to my favorite cat. This is Winston. He is tormented by demons in his soul. Um, it's a little frustrating because I can't help him, but he screams at the ceiling like all orange cats do, and then he also, I think he sees like demons and stuff because he just like runs around. In like hellish rebuke, he's just fearful of everything. Um, he likes peanut butter. He also likes smooth jazz, which who doesn't? You know what I mean? Um, Actually, no, that's not true. He likes Chapel Rowan. He doesn't like anything else, but he really likes Chapel Rowan. He likes to yell and scream. You've probably heard him during the cooking streams in the background, just screaming for his life. If you put on Chapel, he'll just stop. He'll just stop completely. So that's kind of rad. I don't really know why, and it's only him. Like the others don't really care, but like you play Chapel, and he's just like, I'm good with this. This is what I want. And I love him for that. You know, I respect him. It's pretty cool. Can you paint one green for me? What? Why would you say that? What? What? You just asked me to paint my cat green? Why? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Sure. Yeah, let's paint all of them green. Whatever. Let's just paint the cats green. And in the middle is Renna. Now, Renna's kind of a freak. I call her Pancake. I call her Ren. And Renala is her namesake. My Elden Ring enjoyers know where that one's from. She's probably the most unique out of the three. Where Momo is the most human talkative and Winston's the most tormented by demons, Renna is the most... I don't know. So, in order to communicate with Renna, you have to sing her name. You have to sing to her. She only responds to singing. She's very, very loving, very happy, and so soft. She's the softest of all of them. She'll sleep anywhere she can fit, which is sometimes scary because she can fit just about anywhere. But she has to be sung to. And she's my little, like, singing buddy. I've actually been learning to sing recently, and Renna is like my little test subject because I'll sing her name and then she comes out and she comes singing back to me. So it's like my favorite little thing. She's my buddy. If I had to do a tier list of cats, well, that would suck because I think they're all equal. But I do think Momo is my favorite. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? Or for the stuff before, I guess. I never really asked. Am I doing this right? Is this the way that these are supposed to work? Oh, you know what? Fun fact about Winston, I'll tell you this. He can jump 7 feet in the air, vertical. 7 straight up in the air above my head. He can jump so high, it's disturbing. He's very muscular. He's showing off his power armor right here, as you can see. I don't really know what like the world record is for a cat's jump. I do think Winston's like pretty close. And I know that sounds crazy, but I actually do believe that. He can jump incredibly high. Anybody that's ever met him, now you probably didn't pay attention because you guys don't have much attention span. But if you met him, you would probably know. Must you like his dad? Yes. Yes, it's right. 3D model when? Ooh, we will probably talk about that a little later, right? But I do have plans to do a 3D model here eventually. You know, I think we should kind of get a little used to the cardboard man, right? Since this is the new norm, this is the way that it's going to go. I know a lot of you are probably going to be missing the meat man, but, you know, get used to it, all right? Next, my favorite music. This was really, really hard for me, and not for the reason that you think. I listen to a lot of music, but I also don't listen to a lot of music. I only listen when I'm driving, and that's when I'm also singing a lot. But for my job, I drive a lot. I drive a lot, man. Like a few hundred miles minimum each week. And that's a lot of time to listen to music. Though I know some of you guys are sitting here right now listening to music or wondering, why is there no music in his stream? That's odd. In simple reason, I don't really like it. I can't focus with music. if that makes sense. I don't know if there's something like different about me, but when music is playing, I am forced to hear it. Like I have to sing. I can't. Like when somebody's talking to me and a song that I know comes on, I'm singing the song. I can't. I hear the song. I love the song, and it's like it takes over my body. I have a really, really good sense of rhythm. My timing is very, very good. I'm like locked into that. Timmy head, who's Timmy? So listening to music while I stream or while I do other things is actually really difficult for me. That's why if you've ever been to my streams before, which come on, you guys have, it's a little hard for me. I really, really do struggle to listen to music while I stream. So it's a little bit quiet. Do a rhythm check. Oh, we can do one of those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, no, no. I got all the rhythm forever, but I can't dance. No Miku. No Hatsune Miku. Are you like trying to be stupid? Are you blatantly doing something wrong with your life? Look at it. It's right here on the screen, Blake. Hey, Cora, what do you think? You like it? I put a lot of time and effort into this. And I will be getting to the credits section here soon to thank the people that helped me make this model. But please make sure you stay tuned for that. This was not just me. This was a labor of love, I promise. All right? Yeah, you didn't write it out. I have facial blindness. I think your eyes are just closed. Any of you guys know this song by the Musashi Project? If you do, this is my favorite song to listen to at the gym. This ain't no joke. Cora, how can you say this model's creepy? All right, this was a lot. This was not. How could you? I'm hurt. That really bothers me. You know how much time and effort this took? 26 years to get to this point with this model. I can't stand when somebody just looks at my effort and throws it all away. Fun fact, looking at Arar's model is the same as looking at SCP-96. Oh. Well, not good. Can you get a refund? I wish. No. All right, let's talk about favorite music. So number one on my list, and everybody knows this, if you've ever been in the car with me, is Ghost. Formerly known as Ghost BC. That's my favorite band of all time. It's a little melodic, it's a little heavy, it's a lot of rock, it's a lot of like power. Probably a stark contrast to the person that I am representing. I mean, you know, like, take a look at me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's my favorite band of all time, and always will be, I think. I really do love it. They released a new song last night. It's very good. You should definitely go check it out. But second on my list is Yorushika, which is like a Japanese, I don't really know, like, kind of like J-pop kind of thing. I've been listening to them since I was like a kid. And by a kid, I mean like 10 years ago. Have a great rest of your debut. Later, Bonesy, son. I'll see you later. Wink. I don't like the butthole eyes. This was like a last minute addition, and I really am starting to regret it. Every time I look over at my freaky eyes, it just bothers me a lot. I mean, where do you guys think I got the texture for the eyes? What else could I make that would look like a closing eyelid? I had to get it from somewhere. There's no other choice. I just had to get them. Just stop blinking. I'm actually pretty good at it. Do you guys want to have a staring contest? You guys want to have a staring contest? Let's do this thing. Ready? All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Look at me. Hold on. Let's do this. You ready? Sorry, I have to prime. I have to prime. All right, you ready? Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? Go. Oh, oh, I lost. All right, I stopped. Did I win? Did I do good? I felt like I did good. I felt like that was pretty good. That was longer than most people. You won? Now you're lying. No, don't lie. There's no point in lying. Nope, none of you guys won. You're all liars. I won. I won. I'm a big winner. I won that. No, you didn't. You're liars. All right? Where's your eyeballs, huh? Show me your balls. I don't see them, so you're lying. Yeah. Wait, what? I was lost in your beautiful eyes. Oh, okay. Let's get back to work. All right, last on my list of songs. I didn't know who to put after Ghost and Yurushka because I actually don't really stop. I don't really consider any of the rest of them favorites, but I put My Chemical Romance because, well, frankly, I actually discovered MCR only a few years ago, and I still listen every single day. So pretty reasonably recent addition, I would say. But like honorable mentions, Sleep Token, very good. Pierce the Veil, incredible if you're at the gym. If you need to like really pick something up, Pierce the Veil will do it. Hatsune Miku, everybody loves Miku. Miku had to be on there. I would say there's probably a few more. You know, I've recently been listening to Tenacious D because theatrical music is just funny. But I like music. I really do. And I'm starting to like it more and more every day. But like I said, I just can't really listen to it during my day-to-day, or else I just get kind of messed up. Like I can't do anything. I can't focus on anything. Okay, so here's something important for you to know. From here, I have no idea what's left in my presentation. I had to get Windows 97 to make this. There's no like way to do this program unless you do that. So I don't really know what happened after this. It was 3 in the morning and I forgot who I was. So I don't really know what comes next. Okay, this is actually pretty easy. This one's not so bad. So this is a couple of goals that I have. Since all of you are brand new to me and none of you have ever seen me before, and this is an entirely new experience for all of us, entirely unique and entirely original, I wanted to go over a few of my goals and some ideas that I wanted to do. A few of them I've already kind of touched on. Number 1 on the list, though, and I think you all know this about me, okay? I want to host like a game show. I want to host big boy, huge streams. I want to do something incredible. I want to do more than what you see here before. This is an incredible event, but I want you guys to experience something that you've never experienced before. I want to make something beautiful, and I can do that with you. And I think that's the highest on my list. When you say, what are your goals? This is the first thing that comes to my mind. This is like the top. This is my mountain, man. This is like the thing. This is my guy. This is the one. I really want to get somewhere someday and celebrate the people that have gotten me to where I am. And I think that's the way that I want to do it. On top of that, I just want to make you guys laugh. Which I really hope. Have I made that happen today? Please tell me by some means you've laughed at least a little bit. Because that's all I want, man. I live to make you laugh. That's all I am. I'm just a big clown on the internet. It's just what it is. It's all I want. It's just what I thrive on. Sharing a laugh from the belly, just loving who we are together. That's all I want. That's my goal in life. I don't care if it happens now. I don't care if it comes with some big success. I don't care. As long as you cracked a smile, you gave one of those big nose breaths, or you laughed in a way that sounded like a dolphin with hiccups. I don't care. That's all I want. Okay? Sorry, I'm drinking my drink. Ugh. Other than making you laugh, though, I guess there's a couple more practical things. I'm obviously the best chef that any of you guys have ever met, but that's all an illusion. I really don't have any professional experience. I don't have any professional education. I've been following cooking. I've been learning since I was a kid, but the lessons that I've learned, I've never had the chance to apply. And for a really long time, a big part of my life, I was afraid of the kitchen. I was afraid to cook. I was afraid to try those things. And I imagine that a lot of people feel that way. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm alone. And so I want to be the person that breaks that spell, that takes us out of it, and encourages everyone to enjoy cooking the way that I do. I think that there's a lot of potential in the world. I think that cooking is a beautiful art. It's a great way to share culture. It's a fun way to open your mind to new things. And it gives you a little bit of control over what you put in your body. And that control feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Cooking seems scary, but the reality is judgment is what's scary. Cooking is fun. So try it. Hopefully when I do my community cookbook, you join me and you don't feel scared. And we work our way through it together. And you do better than I do. Because that's all I really want. I want everybody to enjoy it. That's like all I want. That really is it. And I also should probably get a little better at teaching the things that I know. Because I look back on my cooking streams and I do notice that maybe just a little bit, like in a tiny way, I might be a little bit distractible is like a term I've heard. They actually used to say that a lot back in school. I would say my educational forte is, well, not forte. What's the opposite of forte? Is it like bad? What's the opposite of forte? I don't think I've ever heard that. You know, like, oh yes, dancing is my forte. But what distractible is not the answer. What's over there? Where? Like on the screen? Oh, you're just being a little shit ass. Okay, all right, never mind. And then, okay, I also want to learn to sing. All of my friends can sing. Have you ever noticed that? Everybody can sing. I am not capable. I've been learning, and it's been a really incredible process for me. But I actually grew up, and you're gonna think this is so stupid, and I'm being honest, okay? I grew up thinking that singing was fake. And I know you're gonna think that's really ridiculous. I know you're gonna feel that way. But I actually grew up thinking that singing was fake. I didn't think people could actually sing. I thought that it was always like modified. Because nobody taught me how singing worked. So when I turned like 15, I thought, what's wrong with me? Why did I not know that singing is real? And then I, at that point, was so afraid to open my mouth because I had self-confidence issues. Because, like I said, I was a really small dude and I didn't really have much of an impact. I was scared. So only now, at 26 years old, am I gaining the confidence to learn something that I was afraid of. You know? So it's kind of been a leap of faith for me. But I hope that if I do get a little bit better, I can get together with my friends and maybe make a little collab song. I don't know. It's gonna take a lot of effort. Need to bounce. Got to get this load moving. Yeah, get that load moving, baby. Hell yeah. You take it easy, pal. I'll see you soon. I do want to learn to sing. I think that's going to be something that's maybe going to make maybe make things a little interesting in the future. Who knows? I've got some ideas. You've probably seen that one clip of me doing karaoke in a dress in Elden Ring to California Girls, and if you have, no, you haven't. You haven't, and that's not real. Okay? We're just gonna say that never happened, and we're starting fresh. You weren't there. That's not real. None of that happened. Okay? None of that happened. Do you understand me? I know you couldn't hear it, but when I said that, fucking thunder and lightning struck behind me. All right? I just invoked some sort of power I didn't even know I had. All right? So don't question me. And then last but not least on my list of goals, I think any entertainer wants to entertain more. Okay? And that's why my last option for my goals was just to stream more. Anybody that loves streaming is going to say they want to stream more. I think this is obvious. I think everybody likes it. And I want to do that. I only stream 2 days out of the week, Monday and Friday. Very rarely I am invited to do a collab with some friends, or I do some special little short stream in the middle of the week or on a Sunday or just whatever. I want to stream more. I want to stream more often, and I want to invite you guys along on those adventures. So I would really say, to help me achieve this goal, the most achievable of the goals on the list, if you guys aren't in the Discord, make sure you join. And when you go to your roles, just click on the live posts. Accept that one. That way, when I do something spontaneous that takes way more effort than it should, and I have some dumb idea that I have to show you because I just gotta do it, you can be there. And you can enjoy it, and you can share the time with me, and we can laugh, and we can sing, and we can do whatever we do, okay? That's what I want, all right? Maybe I'll start streaming on Thursdays as well, just consistently on Thursdays. But the impromptu Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday streams, they're all in the dock. They're possible. Anything could happen. All right, what's next? Oh, we made it to the end. All right, this is my favorite part. This is what I actually wanted to get to. So, yes, obviously, this model was not made by me, and I thought that was probably obvious. I wanted to give a big thank you to my parents, creators of the model. I know that I think they're at like gymnastics for my niece right now, so they have no means of hearing this, but they do hang out enough to know. So I'll be making sure to thank them later. But a big thank you to my parents for bringing me into the world. Without them, none of this could have ever happened. Literally, none of it. So thanks, Mom and Dad. I love you very much. My parents are like my best friends, and I love them. They really support me. And you know what? And I know you guys probably don't know this, but they support you too. My parents love you guys. We talk about you guys, and we have our favorites. We have our least favorite. Sorry, Muse. But you know, everybody else we really, really love, and I am really, really thankful for them. So I had to make sure I thanked them for the model. They put in a lot of effort. But let's get on to the real star, okay? The rigging. Yes, that's right. That's right. I know you see it. All me, baby. All me. I couldn't keep it. I couldn't keep this secret. I had I had to tell you, yes, it was all rigged by me, which I'll show you how I did it right after this. But the rigging was all me. It took me a little bit of time, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I might have procrastinated just a little bit. Big shout out to my procrastinators out there who will probably make a comment in like 20 minutes when they really, really have to. But I'm thinking of you, all right? You're on my mind. Well, eventually, when I have to. But, you know, listen. If you think that procrastinating is a problem, I want you to know that you're wrong. Because everything you see in front of you... Wait. No. That was... No. All of you procrastinators out there, I want you to know that everything you see here was done, like, a few days before the announcement, okay? And I know that doesn't sound very good. Some of it was being worked on. The rigging, all those things, yes. But, like, the final touches... You can't get it done unless you really feel like the iron is hot. You feel the pressure. You feel like the creative swelling of power within you. You can't do those things unless you're feeling it. You know what I mean? You gotta be feeling it. And I always feel it the night before when I think I'm about to disappoint a bunch of people. That's just when it's the most motivating, okay? That's when it is the most motivating. I know you might think that you're living in a world where procrastinating is bad and you're going to get in trouble. I don't care, all right? You can procrastinate. It's okay. You can do an amazing job just as easily as somebody that does it over the course of a month in one night. You can do it. And you know what? If you could channel all of that creative energy over a month, well, you would probably make even better stuff. And that's fine too. But I promise you, the pressure, the excitement, all of the motivation that comes with doing things the night before, those are healthy ways to stay engaged in what you're doing. And I endorse it. I really do. And for those of you that are procrastinating doing things that affect other people, hey, whoa. No. I'm not actually saying that that's okay. I'm being serious. You should probably get that thing done. Okay? Yeah, I know it's been bothering you. You don't want to go and pick it up from the store. You don't want to go to the doctor. You don't want to do those things. You gotta go do those things. Okay? You gotta. I mean, it's important. All right? Just do it the day of. Yeah, just do it the day of. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? Don't want to do your taxes? Oh my God, I just did my taxes like a few days ago. So, what do you have to say? I'm just saying, I don't think procrastinating is accidental, man. I'm just gonna say it right now. I think that is just a mechanism of productive labor. I don't know. All right, now let's get on with the actual credits. Yes, thank you to my mom and dad for encouraging me to get here. But let's talk about some really genuinely incredibly talented people. Starting off with the majority of my emotes made by Ayume, right? You can see Ayume's X-Link. Almost all of the emotes are made by Ayume, who is an incredibly talented artist. Like, crazy talented. Every time I commission Ayume, I feel like I am just getting the better end of the deal. And I really hope that if you are somebody that wants to support an artist, I hope that you'll go to Ayume. But not to mention, in the exact same light, Kaylee, a good friend of mine, equally talented, incredible artist, has provided me, and I'll admit, I actually probably should just go to Kaylee more often because I have the option. Kaylee has provided me with the largest and most predominantly interesting emote that you'll see, the wide eye goat, which is like my favorite thing to see in other people's chats. I feel a little reluctant sometimes to ask people for stuff, especially when they're friends. I don't know why. It's one of those things. Maybe you guys kind of get where I'm coming from. But Kaylee is incredibly talented, like wickedly talented. I've seen Kaylee's workflow. Just amazing. So both Ayume and Kaylee deserve your attention. They deserve your support. They deserve your commissions and your money. Hard earned or not, give it to them. They deserve it. I am being serious. Okay? They're really incredible people, and I'm thankful for them. And then for any emote that you've seen animated, you can't say that in our world. Any animated emote that you guys have seen, be it in Discord, be it here, was done by Barao, who is I think the most reliable animator that I go to. All of my emotes, I think Kumi's emotes too, a lot of them have been animated by Barao. Just really incredible. Very consistent, very fast, very friendly. I mean, I'm talking like these three people on this screen are some of the most talented people at what they do. They're very reliable. Shout out to me for guessing the bit 4 months ago. Oh, you know what? I think I should say, Yuga, there are 4 people that knew what was coming before I announced it or said anything. I'm not going to say them unless they pop in here, but you were one of them. And when you said it, I was so excited because it meant that I wasn't the only person thinking this psycho idea. I did have originally a bit of a different idea for how I wanted to do this. And I'm still going to do it, so I can't tell you. But I'll just say when October comes around, you guys get ready. You just get ready because it is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. One of the best parts about rigging my own model is I can kind of just keep working on it. And I bet a lot of you are expecting this to be a throwaway gag. It's really not. I've made this beautiful work of art so that I can be with other VTubers. I can share a space with them in their native environment. Obviously, I'm a very cute anime boy. I'll fit right in, right? So look out for that. Look out for me in these other places, but definitely expect to see something unbelievable in the Halloween time. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give you any more than that. That's a big carrot on a stick. What is that? That's a 6-month carrot on a stick. But you know what? For this flesh tuber, it means a lot. We're trying to wink. Will you have a ball toggle? Yeah, probably. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Next up, there's a little bit more credits. This one is very important. Valeris, or Vera, who is in chat right now, made hold this unbelievably beautiful starting screen. You have seen Vera's art in many places. Vera's one of the most talented artists I've ever met in my life, honestly. Every time I see what Vera does, I am like humbled by how incredible people can get at doing anything. Seriously, I don't know what to say. Vera's art's incredible. It's baffling. It stuns me. I want you to know that I think that well, hey, wait a minute, guy. I think that Vera is really incredible and deserves your support and money. Please give Vera your money now. Now, the next one, I don't know if I should include this, but Comey. Comey's a friend of, like, all of us. Funny enough, Comey has done way more than just, like, help me design the goat. Comey is one of those artists that I think is so incredibly artistically intelligent that I had to say something. And I don't think Comey would, but not only when the goat was kind of coming into existence around my birthday, but when we're working on random projects or when somebody posts art in our Discord, Comey has a really thought out and well-developed opinion and perspective, and it has really grounded me in my own designs. So I wanted to include Comey just as like a thank you, because not only has your perspective really guided me, I'm just really thankful for you. You've helped me out a lot in ways that I don't think you realize. So I just wanted to say something because I felt like I had to. You know what I mean? So I won't say that you did 100% of the goat design. Actually, Chiari was like the originator of it. But when I said, hey, I'm not so sure, you really stepped up. You even made the hold goat like burger meme image, and I saved it until just now to show it off. So that meant a lot to me. So thank you. And last up for my regular baby bitch credits is my editor Suki, who I don't know what to say about Suki. You guys have seen a lot of my shorts at this point. I know you guys watch all of my shorts religiously every single night before you go to bed, every single one of them. There's a good chance that it was edited by Suki. The funny thing about Suki is Suki never really wanted to be an editor in the beginning. But I kind of had this feeling that Suki would be really good at it. I don't know why. I don't really know where that feeling came from, but I'm really glad that I encouraged Suki to do it because, dude, I love the stuff that we put out. And beyond just the dumb shorts that we do, there's also dumb bits, and there's just the sharing of bullshit ideas. And it really makes me happy that right now I'm surrounded by people that get what I want and they go for it, you know? It's hard to find people that are on the same mental space as me. I mean, look at me. Look at me. You see this? Do you see this? How do I convince people to go along with this? It's not easy. It's not just something I can do. You have to have a really special kind of heart to do this. You understand? So I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of these people being in my corner. I'm especially thankful for Suki, though, because Suki kind of makes me feel like I'm important. And that's really, honestly, very nice. So can I get a big round of applause for every one of the people that have helped me? I'm going to go back to the other screen real quick. I just want to show you guys everybody. I mean it, really, seriously. These are incredibly talented people. I have to be thankful for them. I know it's just me fucking like a puppet. I'm a big meat puppet dancing around in front of you. But they mean a lot to me, and I would really, really love it if you would support them. Thank you. But let's move on to what I'm going to call the special thank you. Now, listen, everybody that's helped me along the way, people that have listened to my ideas and cheered me on, I am not saying that these people are above you, but there are two people that have had a really significant impact on me that I really want to call out. The first one is my best buddy, Jaws. This is, in my opinion, the most talented person that I know. If I had to give him a word, what is it? Oshi? This is my boy. Dude, I don't think there's a person on the planet I'm a bigger fan of than Jaws. He's incredibly talented, so fucking creative. He's funny. He's a sexy dude, and he inspires me and supports me like nobody else, man. I know that Jaws would give me a kidney. I know he would, and I would give him one back, man. I love that guy. I really do. This is family to me, right? He's just an incredible person. I'm not talking just as a creator. I'm really talking as a person. He's awesome. If you're friends with Jaws, you know that he's always on your side. He's always there for you. If you say, hey man, I want to do something, he's there for you. And he's been there for me with this process, with problems I've had in my life. And he's just inspired me a lot, like a lot, man. I've housed him during hurricanes. I've taken care of him. I fed him food, and I owe him food now. If you guys wanted to really see my animated starting screen, you know, the goat and his little movements and stuff, and like the clouds rippling and the wind going through the grass, that's all Jaws. He did that, man. He put that effort in for me because I asked, and that's crazy. It's just because I asked. I think that's amazing. So I just want to say thanks, man. I love you. I appreciate you. I sincerely would not have done this. I wouldn't have thought these thoughts. I wouldn't have tried. I wouldn't have gotten this far in my streaming if it weren't for you, man. I can't thank you enough for being my friend. I'm not saying that you're above everybody else, but I'm saying, like, we all know that you are, okay? Now, while Jaws has kind of gotten me to this point, there is one person that essentially got me started in the first place. I can't even fathom a world without this person. I don't know what I would have done. I would have never started streaming. I wouldn't have done any of this. I wouldn't have had the confidence to try. I know you know this person. It's Kumi. This is my favorite streamer. This is my best friend. This is like my this is my Oshi. This is the bird. This is Kumi. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have started streaming if I didn't see how much fun that she has. I know that 99% of you came from Kumi, and it's only because of her support that I've done this well. I know I wouldn't have had this kind of exposure. I know I wouldn't have met half of you. Not even half of you. I wouldn't have met 90% of you without her. She is incredibly entertaining, incredibly talented, so smart, so funny. My phone fell down. She's just so incredible. And I just want to make sure that she knows that I'm thankful for her, because without her, this wouldn't have happened anyway. So Microsoft Edge has an update. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have her. It's hard to do things on your own. It's even harder when you don't know how to do them. My phone doesn't want to stand up, so I didn't want to mention this because I thought I could get away with it. So this whole time my phone's been balancing on a piece of cardboard and one piece of tape. And up until now, pretty solid. Hey, still going. I didn't have a fucking phone mount, so I've been trying my best. One piece. No. Leave me alone. Don't start that. I wanted to have some way to do it. You took a phone holder from her when I was there. Yeah, it's dookie. It's just straight dookie. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't even support the phone. Like, if you put a phone on it, it just falls over. I felt pretty good about it until I tried it. And I tried it just before stream, so that was a good move. Yeah. Give me one big smile for the road. Oh, of course. I feel like I'm sitting around like waiting for somebody to high-five me. Okay. All right, buddy. He's so polite. No, shucks. This is so stupid. This is all stupid. But really, I want to make sure that I get this point out. I really want to make sure that I say my thank yous to both Kumi and to Jaws. These are my people. These are my best friends. These are my inspirations. You're my Oshis. My guiding light. Right? These are the people. I wouldn't have started without Kumi, and I wouldn't have kept going without Jaws. Okay? I'm serious. That's the truth. I would have never done it. I wouldn't be doing cooking streams. I wouldn't have done any of these things. I wouldn't have done this stuff. Okay? I just wouldn't have done it. There's just no way. You look punchable when you raise your eyebrows. I don't like that. It's just my eyebrows, okay? I don't. I look like I'm getting mugged. No, don't do it. Don't do it to me, please. I'm just a little guy. But that's it. That's what I got. I'm just kidding. There's one more. There's no way I could do all of this without you guys. The number one, my real inspiration, the thing that keeps me going, it's you. What would this be for if not for you? This is for your entertainment. This is for you. Yes, it's for me, sure. But guys, come on. Are you kidding me? Why would any of us stream if not for the joy of entertaining, for being here with us, building these bonds? Why would any of us do it? Nobody would. This is a community effort. I don't stream because I want to scream into a microphone. I don't stream because I just want to sit at my desk and talk with great energy and power. I don't just do it for that. I do it because I fucking love you guys. I do it because every one of you has a unique and beautiful perspective, a great sense of humor. You cheer me on, you cheer others on, and you have this vibrant heart. I wouldn't do any of this without you. There's no reason. I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have rigged the model. I wouldn't have done any of it, man. There's no reason. I wouldn't feel inspired every day. I have a whiteboard behind me with a page of ideas. I have 45 index cards with different stream ideas on it. I didn't make those ideas because, oh, this is just going to be a funny thing. It's going to be a funny thing for us. As a gang, it's going to be funny for all of us. And that is why I do it. Yes, everybody inspires me, sure, but you guys, you don't just inspire me, you lift me up. You laugh at my jokes. You laugh at other people's jokes. I see you around supporting other people. I have things in my room that you guys have given to me, like a talking fish mounted on my wall. These are the things that you guys have done for me that I could never do on my own, and I would never feel the motivation to do. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. Some of you a little more than others, but sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I know It's all funny. It's all silly. But I'm so fucking thankful. I don't know who I would be if I didn't stream. I don't know anymore because I love it so much. It is so integral to my person. It is all I want to do. I want to make you laugh. It's all I want to do. So I'm thankful, and I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. Okay? So thank you. I love you. I will do this as long as you guys show back up. That is my promise to you. That's it. That's the end of my presentation. There are no more slides. I'm not hiding another one. There are none. I promise. I hope you guys enjoyed my debut slides. I worked very hard on them. I felt really good about it. It was a little difficult. It was a little difficult, you know. I had to write about myself. I had to like get creative, but I think I did a good job. I feel pretty good about it. You really, truly, completely had me. You know what I really want to talk about? How many of you saw my tweet or saw my post about the model and sincerely thought, oh, wow. Oh, he's actually got like a whole model. This is crazy. This is insane. This is insane. Oh my God. Wow, look at him. Can you believe he's doing that? Oh my gosh. How many of you thought that? It should be all of you. I know that somebody's going to be like, I don't know, he's a bit of a clown. It might be a bit of a lie. I know a few of you might have said that. I didn't know there were very many Australians watching me, but you never know. I'm very confident that I had you all fooled. I know you probably thought I was making some shit up, but you probably had to believe it when you saw the silhouette, right? I want you to know that that silhouette that you can see in the tweet, in the post, I drew like a fake silhouette of a model. I drew it. I drew one. I got out my little drawing pad and I drew what I thought a model would look like from me. I swear to you, I'm not lying. I am being so for real with you. I made the silhouette of a fake model. I'll put it on screen so you guys can see it because I think that most of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But I made it, okay? Bro's lying? Yeah, I know you probably want to believe that because I'm so fucking sexy and talented. But the reality is I did actually make it. Hold on, I'm going to open it up right now. Look at this. See this? Yeah, I made that. I drew this myself. I made it like a fake outline. And you want to know the best part? I don't think I can show you this because there's like a... I can't show you everything, you know? I don't know how to explain this. This is me. Like, I am behind this. I took my human body shape and I put it behind like a silhouette, got the shape of my body, got my proportions, and then I drew what I thought some horns would look like, gave him some long hair, gave him what I thought would be like a cloak or something. I just made it. You did a draw over? Yeah, like I drew over, well, no, that's not really true. Because like I don't have fucking horns on my head, you donkey. I just kind of made it up. All right, Arar, now it's my job to make that fake model true. Oh, dude, that'd be so sick. I put a lot of effort into making it look real, and I was really nervous that if I didn't do a good job, you guys would know that this was more of a creative effort. So I put like little bumps and like the horns. I got my like nice hair. I made it look like kind of like a wolf cut kind of thing, you know? I mean, I honestly put a lot of effort into this. Goat with cloak would go so hard. Yeah, I know. Well, and that's the thing is like I kind of had an idea of what the character would look like if I made a real debut. Which this is a real debut. Okay, this is not a fake debut. This is real. But if I did a different kind of art style than the one that I went for, it would have been like this, definitely. But come on, guys. When have I ever not gone against the grain? When have I ever done what other people do? You know, I just can't. I can't do it. I just have to. I have to do some dumb thing. I have to be me. It's just the way that I do it. If you're wondering, though, he would have hooved feet, but real hands. I actually don't know if that's true, but I don't know anything else about design. So what's the problem with that? That's about that, man. That's the truth. I really did put a lot of effort into this, despite how dorky it looks. If you're interested, maybe you are. Would you guys like to see how I rigged the model? Are you interested? I'd love to teach you so that you could get an idea of how it works too. Because, to be honest, I didn't really know anything about it. Give me a sec. I gotta get the thing open and get my model loaded up. All right. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom. Hey, I didn't really know how any of it worked. You know, I've got VTubers in my life, people that I really look up to, but I didn't really know how model rigging worked. So I had to learn it all on my own. So let me see here. Let me just make sure I got it all up. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So check it out. This is my birthplace. This is live 2D cubism. This is where you probably see most people rigging models. I actually I had to put a lot of effort into this. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna call it my womb. This is the womb. This is the birthplace of probably everybody's favorite creators and entertainers. This is where you put people together, and I've gotten pretty familiar with how it works, and it's really awesome, actually. So I don't even know where to begin with the model making process. I used Kumi's really nice camera in my hallway. Got a picture of myself, and then I went into Photoshop and I cut myself up into pieces. When I say pieces, I mean like pieces. Like actual pieces. Every single thing you see is cut up into pieces, all of it. Because you need to be able to modify and change everything. And that was a really daunting process, actually. It's not like an artist version. So when a live 2D artist, when somebody's making a model, they draw it layer by layer. They separate the layers as they go. Well, when you have a big hot bod like mine, you have to take it apart yourself. And so I had to do a lot of really interesting workarounds. I'm not going to say that you guys are going to do what I'm doing, but I want to show you how the face works. Because it's a really complex machine, and it's also the most disturbing thing I've ever worked on in my life, okay? So I'm gonna go here, okay? I'm just gonna go right down here. It's a little weird to see two of me, but I think this is important. So when I when I open my mouth, or I raise my eyebrows, or I close my eyes, all of those movements need to be individually graphed and tracked. They need to be made into individual movements, right? So let's do something simple, like opening my mouth. This is where I started when I worked on the model. So in Photoshop, I cut my jaw off of my face, or at least the hanging flap, right? I know you guys see me Pinocchioing around, and this is how I do it, right? In order to make your mouth move in this way, you essentially have to set parameters, right? By default, your mouth is going to be closed. So in order to set up your mouth, you have to do these right here, little parameters. See them? It might be a little small. Sorry if it is. This one right here is your mouth open. So you have these little tiny, very small keys that you can set up. If you've ever done like editing of any kind, or you've done any project before, you're familiar with how keys work. They're essentially just like save points, right? You establish your 3 keys, your open, your close, and then you make the movement that you want based on those parameters. And I have added these parameters to all of these different places on my face. Like if you look really close, I don't know if you do, you can see my mouth widens a little bit, like my cheeks get a little wider, my upper lip moves, even my mustachioed face kind of stretches a little bit when I smile or frown. You have like all of these minute, tiny movements, and all of those things can be made to work together, but you have to individually set all of them up, and it's a lot of work. But I got kind of familiar with it. So with the mouth, you've got all of these individual, we got to get really close, I'm sorry. You got all of these individual little pre-made mesh pieces. They're like little isometric pieces, right? Can you see them? Like if I click on that, do you see like the little gray grid and the little green grid? It's really subtle, especially on this. But you can see the grid of like hexagons or vectors, visemes, all of those things. You can see the little grid, right? Each one of those can be moved, individually changed, and modified. And it's a little disturbing when you're working on a human man. I won't deny that. On a VTuber model, not so bad. Well, this is a VTuber model. On an anime girl, probably not so bad. But on a human man, it's a little bit difficult. Okay? When you want something to move, you have to kind of make it move yourself. So I gave my mouth this range of movement. I gave my upper lip, which is just its own little thing. It's really weird. I kind of look like goth like that. You have to move everything. And I use the free version of Live 2D Cubism. It's unfortunately really limiting. You can't make really detailed meshes. And every one of these little dots that you see here, that is a, what do we call these? They're all parameters, that's right. Each one of those is a parameter. Well, in the free version of Live 2D Editor, #1 Extreme Extraordinaire, you only have 30 parameters you can use. Well, when you're moving like an entire face like this, it's really hard. So I couldn't make any toggles because I had to do it myself. I ran out of parameters. So everything you see was like very fine placed positioning. I wasn't able to do anything more than this. I wanted to do a ball toggle, but the problem is my hair won't come off because I've got more hair under my hair. It's just I'm too sexy. My hair's too great. I just can't change it. It's tough for you guys. My eyebrows, unfortunately, are not the same way. Yeah, so I had to shave my eyebrows for this. That's why you haven't seen me on camera recently. No, that's not true. So here's the really unique thing that I have to do as a meat puppet, okay? This is probably the one piece of advice I'll give you that you're not going to get from any other person teaching you to rig a model, okay? When you see an anime girl or you see an anime boy or an anime person, you see a VTuber model. When you see them and you see their facial features, just know that behind those facial features is a blank face with nothing else, right? It's just a blank face. It's like a palette, and everything else is painted on top of it. I don't know if you know this, humans aren't like that. We have holes, right? There is nothing behind my eyes. There's nothing behind my eyes at all, okay? So when I remove an eyeball, there's just nothing there. So what I have to do is I have to put something back there. So what I did was I made a version of my face behind my face so that I could move my eyebrows, I could close my eyes, I could open my mouth, I could wiggle my ears. I had to make a version of myself that existed behind myself. And I'm going to warn you, it's violently disgusting. It is horrific. It is literally skinwalker me. It is me wearing my own skin, okay? I don't know how to tell you this. I actually I have two ways to show you this. Do you want the horrifying, disturbing part, or do you want the slow, gentle, and like admission to the circus? What do you prefer? Because I'm being so honest, it's horrifying. Rip the Band-Aid? Okay. Well, then I for just a second, I need to get on this screen. Okay, just one moment. So in the process of making layers, I had to do a couple of, we'll say, I don't want to call them like quick edits, but I had to essentially like make myself, right? I had to make what I'll call like a base layer of paint. Okay? And how do I say this in a way that's like not disturbing? It's like I peeled the flesh off of my face, removed my assets, and then like painted myself back on. And I can't show you one version of it because it is so horrific that it's not funny. It's just scary. And I sent it to one person. So let me just get that image right now. All right. So I only sent this to Jaws because he was in on the idea. He knew what was going on. But I want you guys to see what it looks like when you are working your way up. So let me get these images. No, don't name it that. No, don't name it Butthole. The last thing I named was called Butthole. Because that's what the eyes are. Can't wait to show you that picture. Hey! All right, are you ready? So I showed these things to Jaws. Oh no, you're not gonna like this. I showed these things to Jaws because I needed to kind of like get it out of my system as I worked. Because otherwise this would have just lived in my mind. Okay, so the first step in making my face required me to get all the pieces of my face and take them off of my face, which looks like this. These are my features, all cut off of my head. There's my crooked nose, there's my eyebrows, there's my eyeballs, there's my ears, and there's my jaw flap. And if you look really close, you can see my upper lip is also separated. All of those things are cut into pieces. Like straight up I had to do that, right? So I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's awful. Arar, that's actually disturbing, and I wish you hadn't shown me that. But what did it look like when you took all the pieces off? Well, so this is what it looks like when I have no features on my face. I look like a literal potato with a haircut. This is what's behind me. This is what's in my head. If you were to remove all of my features and peel my skin off, this is like what I am. This is Arar peeled. This is me peeled into pieces. And I sent this to Jaws with no context. I said, I'm working on this. And he sees like this. It's just like this is what you see in your nightmare when like I get like hit by the wand of facial featureless. This is what it is. This is me in my worst dreams. I look in the mirror and I'm like, that's what it is. That's me. The Arartato, if you will. But now that I've taken all my features off, now I need to start adding the layers back on. And now I present to you what I believe to be my greatest creation and a real contestant for my final product. I almost made the entire model based on this one image. I almost just made this what it was. Let me present to you the Arar Tater Head, the one and only, my greatest creation, my magnum opus, the one and only. This was so hard for me not to do. I had to fight myself so hard. I could have made the whole model with like this. I could have done that. Oh God, I should have. It's so hard for me not to do it. Can this be the official Arar popsicle design? I think I would throw up if I was like sitting around, it's the 4th of July, I'm watching fireworks and the ice cream truck goes by and little Timmy runs off to grab a little ice cream. He sees the options on the board. You got the SpongeBob, you've got the little like, I don't know, My Little Pony, you got the little ice creams with their faces, and then he comes back with this. And it's looking at you, like he's holding it, but it's looking at you. I would throw up on the ground, and then I'd go and buy 2. This is my creation. Phone, don't run. This is my creation. This is the result of my effort. This is genuinely what I do. Why is the phone falling now, please? Aha. That works well enough. Oh, but it's just so funny. I couldn't believe it. But I had to like re-add all of my facial features in order to rig the model. There's no other way to do it. If you are working on a real Vtuber model that has all the layers, well then all of this is basically what you would see, except you're never gonna have these features missing. But I do. You can expect to find that as a sticker entering the Discord server here soon. And for those of you that have Discord Nitro, you can use that anywhere at any time. Please enjoy it. I hope you will. It will be released just after stream. Feel like that should be the bald toggle. Oh, you're so smart. Oh my God, that's genius. The tater toggle. It's right there. It's screaming. Write it down. Write it down. Somebody write that down. The tater toggle. Somebody write that down. That's genius. That's the smartest thing anybody said today. That's so good. That's the toggle. And it will make everybody leave the stream because they'll be so scared. All right, let's go back to the work page. So back to where we are. You're somebody write that shit yourself? If I touch my desk, the phone falls over, so I can't do it. Otherwise, I would. So now that you know what's going on behind my eyes, I want to show you how my eyes work because they were the hardest part to work on. Here's the thing. When you make a VTuber model, you make it in Photoshop. I believe that's the only compatible program. You might be able to do it in Clip Studio and export it as a PSD, but it imports as a PSD, saves all of your layers and how they work, and then keeps them in that order when you put it into the program. So with that being said, I didn't have closed eyes in the Photoshop file. So I had to kind of do a little bit of work. So let's look a little close, all right? Are you looking? Do you see it? That's right. My pupils are separate. And it's horrifying. Now I'm Odin. This was like the hardest thing to work on. Out of everything, this was the hardest. And also really, really, really cool. So I'm going to move out of the way so you can see this a little better. I want you to pay attention to this right here. You see this tiny little thing? You see that? right there, tiny little thing. So this is actually my eyeball tracking. It's really just disturbing. I individually mapped the range of movement that my pupils can move by separating them from my sclera, after separating my sclera from my eyelids and my eyelids from my face. And so they track independently, as you can see, they do, and they move, and they're actually not so bad. I did a pretty good job on it. But I had to draw in the sclera behind the pupil, right? And then I had to separate it from the eyelid itself. And this is where it gets a little bit, I'll say, like, untrustworthy. Most artists are going to make eyelids. Because my eyelids were never closed, I had to do, I had to do this. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So that is how that works. I don't know what to tell you. It's like the most horrifying and disturbing thing I've ever done. I didn't have an eyelid, so I just stretched the one that I have. But because of the way these meshes work, it's not like you can just drag this down and it'll just go. It literally drags the whole thing. So in order to make it work, I had to drag all of the individual pieces while stretching the upper pieces so that they didn't, leave behind nothing. So I made like a PS2 era eyeball animation. And guys, it's not like there's somebody that I can ask for advice on this. If you're wondering like, oh man, how'd you do that? How'd you think of that? I had to learn this. I had to develop this technology because this isn't something people tell you. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't something you can look up. When you look up how to rig live 2D model, you get these people that are incredibly well descriptive, and they're like, oh yes, you just grab this mesh and then you add this layer, and then when you map it, you just follow the lines. Fucking no, I don't do that. No, I cut my eyeballs out of my head and I move them around, and then I hope that meets the parameters of this program. Look at me. I look like I just got hit in the head. This isn't something that you just ask people for. Who do I talk to about this? So I had to do it all on my own. And it was not easy. It was fun. I'm not going to lie. It was very fun. But it was not easy at all. You did everything mostly right. There were a couple of things that I recognized were going to just be bad. Like, I knew what I needed to do, but I wanted to do it in a certain way. Oh my God, what is that? What is that? What did you just post in the server? What did you just post? What is this? What is this? This is not me. This is not the Roblox head. Do not make this. Who made this? Identify yourself. Who made this? This is probably Hatosh. This is a Hatosh work. I can smell it. This is so stupid. This is another toggle. This is another toggle. Let's animate this. It's another toggle. Here we go. I don't have the paid version, but if I get the paid version, I can add toggles. I can't make them right now because I don't have enough room. Guys, if you want to make this your Discord profile icon, you've got my blessing. By all means, go for it. Go in, have fun. This is all you. This is your place to live. You can get the paid version for like 40 days free. I wish I'd known that because it took me 40 days to make it. Well, okay. Great. Compare it to my tater head. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do a little quick comparison. So if you guys had to pick one of these two things to say is your favorite, which one's your favorite? Left or right? What's the fan favorite here? I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty close for me. Where's the hydrogen bomb option? Oh my god. They're not that bad. This is just what happens when, you know, the radiation settles. Come on, you can't tell me that you like this one more than you like that one. There's no way. We need an album of all the Cursed Arar edits that we got during the year. You want like a yearly review of everything that happened? Suki, write that down. Write that down and get ready, because it's going to be a rough year for you. Oh, that's just good. Just edit that one in. It's vile. This is vile. And you know, I'm thinking about all the people that are like, oh man, I can't wait to see this model. It's going to be so cool. I'm so excited. It's going to be the best thing I've ever seen. And then they get here and I'm like, yeah, I hope you see me in your nightmares. And I know you will. I didn't work on anything else in this model. All of these other things can be worked on. As you can see, the feet have the most detail out of anything on here. But I didn't do anything with them. I could, like, you know, wiggle my feet around if you're into that. I'm not gonna. But I could. And I almost made a version where I didn't have any clothes on. And then, okay, wait. No, that's gonna sound kind of weird. Hang on, that's not really what I mean. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, like, okay, hang on. So what I'm saying is, no, don't react. Hang on, don't react. Just calm down. What I mean is, like, I thought about making a version, okay, that didn't have anything on him. And then I would add those things so that I could modify them individually, if that makes sense. So I was going to, like, build them, right? Because that's really what VTuber models are. Like, all of your favorite VTuber models, yeah, they're naked under those clothes. They have, you know, like a body, right? Well, I don't. Under my clothes is just more clothes. I'm not naked under my clothes. I am my clothing. Like, I am that, right? Well, I was thinking, like, what can I do to bring the simulacrum as close as possible to the vision? You know, what do I need to do? And I think the reality is I just needed to get naked, right? And then I thought, oh, wait, what if, like, my dick pops out? Like, can you imagine anything worse than I'm, like, talking on stream and somebody, like, redeems, like, the fucking potato head toggle and then it's just my dick and balls? And then I'm banned. Because I woke up from that nightmare twice in the past week. And I realized how horrifying of an idea that was. So I didn't do it. Didn't do that one. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's not out there. You can't do it. It doesn't exist. Under my clothes is, you guessed it, nothing at all. So we're fine. You're fine. Don't put your dick in there. Leave it blank. Fucking whatever. But that's it. That's the model. That's how it works. Do you guys have any questions? Hey. What? Do you guys have any questions, or is there anything that you guys want to know? I encourage you to kind of just get in this program and give it a shot. Make a shirtless toggle with the Muscle Man suit. Buddy, at this point, I don't really need the Muscle Man suit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of there now. It's kind of awesome. Are you Flat Stanley's cousin? Yes, I am. I feel like there's not much more to say. I'm extremely proud of this thing, this machine, whatever it is. But I do want to talk about what's to come next, because obviously this isn't where everything ends. This isn't the end of me being a meat man. This is just the beginning of the, I'll say, coin flip Vtuber streams. If I'm feeling particularly disgusting, or I'm doing a collaboration with other folks where I get to be on their stream, you will see my model, and it won't be gone. It will be back. I don't want you guys to think this is some one-off thing. I mean, take a look in the background, guys. Look at our screen. It's gorgeous. I want to use it, and I have intentions to do that. So I'm gonna have VTuber specific streams, but most of these assets are not going to be limited, okay? You will see most of this stuff. And I'm still working on stuff for the stream. I'm working on new sub badges. I'm working on new alerts. I'm working on all sorts of stuff. So I want to make sure that you guys get to see that. You know what I mean? And also, if it's not obvious, yes, like the Meat Man streams are essential to the channel. How else would I do my cooking streams? They are so important to me and to you, because naturally you guys don't cook unless I tell you how. So like this is the only way, right? It's the only way. And also, I've got another stream planned on Monday that is going to be a little bit unconventional. Maybe it's going to be good. Last time I did something like this, I almost died to a mattress flinging me across the room. Monday's stream is going to be... This sounds so mundane. Wait, why am I even... This sounds awful. This sounds like an awful idea. Whatever. Monday's stream, I'm building furniture. And it's going to be really good, okay? I realized, like, as I said it, that it's like a fucking retirement home stream. Like, oh, yeah, hey, buddy, let's get out the fucking hammer. But it's going to be awesome, okay? I'm building furniture, and it's going to be good. Well, all of your designs, all of your help, your contributions to my room, to the living space that you're familiar with, I'm getting into it on Monday. That's when it's going to happen. And then right after Monday... I'm actually going into a repo collab on the 15th with a bunch of very, very talented creators. And there's a good chance that you see this model on that. Is the stream only going to be an hour? Or are you going to go at Kumi Lego speed? That stream is probably going to be like 17 hours long. It is going to take me forever. I'm not even going to lie. Building furniture, hard, not easy. You got to build it, right? But I want you guys to be a part of it because you are the main contributing factor to me upgrading my space. So you gotta be there or you'll be square. And maybe we'll do a couple of fun things while we work on that stuff. I don't know. I got some big plans, man. If you can't tell, I'm the most creative person you've ever met. If you haven't met Jaws or Kumi or really anybody in my chat. But if you've met me first, then yes, I'm at the top of the list. Number one, baby. The GOAT himself. Right? But that's all she wrote. That's everything. Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything you want to know about? I feel like the one thing that I was nervous about with this stream and the idea as a whole is that you guys would think that I'm out here to make fun of VTubers or to be a big giant doofus or that I didn't care. And the truth is that I just wanted to make you guys laugh. So I held this April Fool's joke for 10 days, but I knew it had to happen. I knew it was coming. And a few of you knew too, but I'm just glad I got my chance to show it off. I didn't really get the chance to do this. I wanted to show you guys my BRB screen because this is the other thing that that was made for me by Yuzi. Check this out, dude. This is my new BRB screen. This thing's fantastic. Look at this. I'm straight up goating it. I love this. I love these assets. She did a really, really, really good job on this stuff. I'm so, so thankful. I'm very happy. It does kind of look like Croat, but it's definitely goat. I just have bad handwriting, okay? You just got, well, I got bad handwriting. Leave me alone. I'm doing my best. I'm left-handed. Every time we go to BRB, you guys are gonna fucking steamy ball, aren't you? Okay, great. That's good. Great. I'm glad. I'm glad that that's how you guys feel. All right. Well, guys, that's the day. That's the day. I'm hoping that you guys got to enjoy this as much as I did because this was a ridiculous endeavor. And I couldn't tell anybody about it. I couldn't share anything. I had to keep it all a secret. It was all a big ploy, and I was really just looking forward to it for the longest time. It's all I wanted to do. It's just like the best feeling ever. Working on something as dumb as this. It feels so good. Let's get our way out of this room, huh? Get out of here. Stop talking to me. All right, guys. let's do our first raid as a VTuber, our first GOAT raid. Wrap things up the way that I like. Let's go to let's go to Korra. Let's go to Korra. I know it's a short stream, guys, but this is the quality that you deserve. This is it. This is I don't want to dilly dally, right? I got more projects I got to work on, and right after this one, I got some big stuff to do. So lay it down. Thank you guys for coming to my debut as a VTuber. You can now say I'm a real VTuber. I'm the guy. All right. I want you to go to Korra, shout what you're already saying, and just have a good weekend, you guys. We've got Valheim in the Discord on Sunday, and a wonderful stream planned for Monday. So get in there. Fuck some shit up. Have a good time. I love you guys. I'll see you very soon, and I'll be back on Monday, okay? Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.